In conclusion, you've now seen all the basics of creating a design in Canva and outputting it into some popular forms. So what you can now do is you can now pick your own format. You'll then know how you can pick your own particular template. You can now edit that template by placing those pages inside of your canvas, adding and taking out elements, adding and taking out text, changing the background, and then adding in uploads that you place inside of Canva. You've also seen how to manipulate content that Canva gives you access to, including embeds, emojis, and social media content. You've now seen how to turn your content into a presentation, how to download that content into different formats, how to output into a PowerPoint presentation, and into a specific website. And although most of the functionality exists within the paid level called Canva for Work, we also looked at the brand kit and the importance of it and being able to have those elements available to you when you are using Canva for your business. And lastly, we've seen that Canva auto-saves all of our designs so that we'll be able to use them for later. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you either in another video or in another course. Welcome back. Now, Canva also allows you to output your content into a website. And what you can do is you can go to this drop-down menu, and you're going to see that as of the recording of this video, the website link is going to be considered to be a beta feature. So we're going to click this link that says website, and that's going to bring us to this page. And basically, we're publishing into a responsive website. Now, we can determine what kind of style that we want. We can have a scrolling website, and Canva will show you what that looks like. We can also have a classic navigation website where we're going to have pages. Now, obviously, since this is a multi-page website, our website would have pages. We can also then have a standard website, which is going to be one single page with a navigation bar. In this case, we're going to click Open Website. And you'll see our website here. What they'll then be able to do is they'll then be able to take that link, place it inside of their web browser. They'll then be able to see our website then. So basically, you'll be able to output your content into a site that you can give the link to others. Now, the link is going to be part of a Canva website. However, you can output the content very quickly so that people can view your site in their browser. They can also do the same inside of their mobile device and browser. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, one of the more interesting output options you have is to output to a PowerPoint presentation. And one of the things that highlights this is by seeing a multi-page document. So in this case, we're going to add in a page. We're going to add in another page. And we're just going to add in more pages. Now what we're going to do is we're going to output this entire document into a PowerPoint presentation. We're going to do that by going to this drop-down menu. You're going to see here that there is a link that as of the recording of this video, this feature is a beta feature. We're going to then click this link. Now what we're going to do is we're going to decide on how many pages we're going to have. Now one of the things you'll note is that in this area, you actually have 4 premium images that you'd have to pay for. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit this document. We're going to take out the premium images. We're going to come back to this area. So now none of the images in these documents are now going to be considered to be premium. And so what we can do then is we can then click this download button to download this entire document as a PowerPoint presentation. So we're going to click download. Canva will then prepare the design. We will then be able to download to our hard drive. And we'll then be able to open up our presentation as a PowerPoint document. And you'll see our document as a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. You can also output your content to social media. You'll come to your drop-down menu, and then what you'll do is you'll find the appropriate social media site that you want to send your content to. So for example, we can click on Pinterest, and then we're going to connect our Pinterest account. We'll then give Canva permission by clicking OK. And then what we can do is we can then send our content to where we want it to go. We can add in a description, and we can then click Publish. Canva will then prepare our design and move it directly into our Pinterest account. And we'll be able to see our pin here. We can also output to Facebook. For example, if we find our Facebook page or our Facebook group, what we're going to do is we're going to click on Facebook group. We're going to connect our Facebook account. We're going to give Canva access to our Facebook account. We're then going to give Canva permission. Canva will then require us to authorize it inside of our group. We'll then be able to write in our post, and then we'll click Publish. Canva will then prepare our design for our Facebook group, and we'll then be able to view our post. And we'll see it on Facebook. And you'll see all of the areas where we can output our content. We can do it in Slack, we can do it on our LinkedIn page, we can go on to Twitter, Tumblr, and other places. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to finish by going to Twitter. And we're going to connect our Twitter account. We're then going to authorize Canva. We're going to write in our content and post. And then we're going to click Publish. Canva will then prepare our design for our post to Twitter. We'll then be able to see our post. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, one way to output the content is to output it into a presentation. And we can do that by going to this drop-down arrow, and you're going to see that there's going to be a link here for a presentation. What we're going to then do is to click that link. You're then going to see that we can download it into a standard presentation, and we can also output it into a presenter view. So if we click the presenter view and then we click present, what you're going to see then is you're going to get a dialogue that will tell you what your audience is going to see. What you're going to do then is you're going to drag this into the area where you are going to be recording or that your audience is going to see. Now, assuming that you're using two screens, you'll then have the presenter window. This window will have your notes and everything that you'll need in order to make explanation of the actual image. And all you'll need to do then is to click Got It. You'll then be able to present this image along with the notes that you have. At the same time, your audience will be seeing the same thing, except they will not be seeing your notes. And that's how you can take any document that you're creating in Canva, and you'll then be able to use the presentation view if you have two screens or two ways of being able to display what you have. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, once we finalize the design, we can download the final image. We can do that by going to this arrow. I'm going to click on top of there, and you'll notice then that we have formats that we can use in order to download. We can download this image as a PDF. We can also download as a PNG file, as a JPEG file, or as a PDF print file. And of course, we can also translate this into an animation if we have Canva for work. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to then click this element that makes this a PNG. We're then going to click the download button. Canva will then prepare the design, and then we'll have access to it on our hard drive. And you'll then be able to view the image from your hard drive. And you'll see the image here. As we said, we can also download this image as a PDF. So in this case, we're going to use the PDF standard. Canva is going to prepare the design. We'll then be able to download the PDF to our hard drive. And then we'll have access to view the document. We'll see that document then as a PDF here. We can also do a print quality PDF. So for example, we can click this link. We can decide to leave out the crop marks, and then we're going to click download. Now this one does take a little longer for Canva to prepare, but once it's prepared, we can then click this link. We'll have access to our print quality PDF. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another. Welcome back. Now, what we can do is we can delete the content that we've added. And then Canva gives us access to other forms of content. And to find it, we're going to go to this area. And we can add in any of these 7 elements from third parties. So for example, we can add in an embed. So if we have in the embed code from any of these services, we can embed something into this area. We can add in a TED Talk. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add in the TED Talk link here in this area. And we'll then click Add to Design. And you'll see then that our TED Talk is then added. And you'll see all of the elements, everything from SoundCloud to Twitter and then Facebook. And you'll see here that we have links where we can add in our emojis. We can add in specific Facebook photos. We can add in specific Instagram photos, or even photos from our Dropbox. We can add in YouTube videos as well as sites from Jiffy. And so what you have here is you have an extra element that you can use in order to add in content in order to customize your design. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now we can also upload our own content to the canvas. So for example, if we were to take one element and then we were to delete that element and then we wanted to add one in its place, we can go to the uploads area. And basically what we can do then is we can drag in an image to this area, or we can just click this button to grab the image from our hard drive. And you'll see the element available here in this area. We can actually grab as many images as we'd like to have here in this area. And you'll then see that Canva is uploading the elements to this area, and once you have them all here, they are then available for your canvas. And then you can use this element as you would any other. So for example, if we want to place this element inside of our canvas, all we're going to do is to click on top of that element. We're then going to have that element here available to us. And basically then we can then start by sizing down the element and making it available where we want. And of course then we have this menu available to us in order to make changes to the element. And you'll see that we are able to change the nature of the element by clicking on top of any of the elements that we have here. And so basically what we can do is we can customize with the images that we want inside of the content that we're creating. In this case, as we have this element selected, what we can do then is we can link inside of this element just as we can any other element. We can also rotate this element. And so basically we have available to us the ability to customize our content with our own images or pre-made images that we have already created. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. And the next menu element down is the background. When we click on top of the background, you'll notice that we can change the background of our existing canvas. You'll also notice that even the canvas that's already there, we can then go to this very top menu and we can change the background color even before we add in a background element. What we can do is we can go to the background, and you'll see that there are going to be free and paid backgrounds available. You can then click inside of the background element that you want, and you'll see that element in the background. And then we can change the color of that background to what we want it to be. Now you're going to see a menu for this background, and what we can do then is we can then change the transparency of the background, and what you'll see is that those elements, we can make them more opaque. You can also adjust these elements here in this menu. And so basically what we're changing are the elements that are already on top of the background template that we have placed. And we can try multiple backgrounds until we have the one that we want to use. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now before we move on to the text element, one thing that you'll note is that every time that you highlight one of the elements that you place down and you click on top of that element, you're going to see that there's going to be a menu here at the top. All of those things pertain to this particular element that you placed. For example, if we place the cursor on top of the background, what you'll notice is that the elements change and the menu changes. If we place our cursor on top of this element, then we have a menu. And all of these are things that you can do to this particular element. So for example, if we wanted to filter this element and we wanted to make it more grayscale to match the element that's already there, we could do that. We can also use the adjustment menu to adjust the color. We can use the crop menu to crop certain elements of the element. We can use the flip element so that it appears in a different format, and you'll see that the elements are reversed. We can copy the element where we have a second one. We can then delete that element, and then we can position the element. We can position it forward or backward or to the back, at the top, and then we can undo that to put it back where it was. We can also make it a transparency. And so for example, what we can do is we can make it so that it is more opaque. And we can also place a link inside of the element by clicking this element, placing the URL that we want to be there. And now we can move on to the text element. What we can do is we can add in text to our background. So for example, we can add in a heading by clicking this element, and you'll see that there's a heading there. We can add in certain text elements, and you'll see the text element appear. We can then position that text element where we want it. Of course, just as we had with the elements menu, when we click inside of this element, we have a menu that we can change. We can change in the font, size of the font, the color of the font, and even the orientation of the font. We can link to certain elements in this area. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now in this video, we are going to start the process of looking at some of the editing elements. And we can do that by going into any of the design creation templates. And in this case, we're going to look at a presentation template, and we're going to open that presentation template. Once we're inside of the canvas, what we can do is we're going to pick one of the templates, and we can pick any one of the templates that we're going to want to work with. Now, because we're inside of the presentation template, we're going to have several pages, and the presentation template allows you to work on one page at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to click one page, and that's going to bring one page onto our canvas. And what you'll notice at the top left is that you have a tab here that's called Elements. We're going to click inside of the Elements tab. And this tab will allow us to bring in certain elements that you'll see here on the left-hand side panel. we can bring in photos, and you'll notice that those will come up and we can add those to our canvas. We can also add in graphics. These are also things that we can add in to our canvas. Now you're going to notice that certain elements will say free, and other elements that you'll see will have a price tag on them. If you click the element that has a price tag, you'll be able to use it. However, you'll have that element watermarked. There's a link to the bottom right where you'll be able to remove the watermark, and then you'll be able to purchase that element by clicking on this button, and you'll be able to use the credit card that you have on file. And one thing that you'll note, if you go back to the original template and you go back to the list of templates, you'll notice that the templates do not have price tags, and that's because the template system comes with your use of the Canva platform. And you'll notice that each of the elements on the canvas, if we click on top of those elements, we can move those elements and then alter them. So for example, we can rotate this element, we can size this element, and we delete the element by clicking on top of the element. You'll see the handles, and then we're going to click the delete button that will remove the piece from your canvas. If you want to bring back the piece to your canvas, all you'll need to do is to click this undo button, and you'll see the element come back to your canvas. You can click the undo button again. You can bring it back to the right size and reposition it. Now, the reason that's important is if we want to take this element, click on top of it, delete it, what we'll need to do then is we'll need to go to the element that we want in its place. We'll click on top of that element. That'll bring it to this part of the canvas. All we'll need to do then is size that element down to where we want it to be, move it into position, and we'll be able to bring in any element that we want, replace any element that we want, or use any element that we want from the Elements tab. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Now, once you've started work on the design, you can then share that design with other members of your team so that they can work on it with you. So for example, what you would do with this design is you'd click this share button, and then you would choose a member of your team. You would then determine which privileges that individual has. You can give them viewing privileges, or you can give them editing privileges, or you can send it to your entire team to give them the same level of privileges. So in this case, we would just click the Send Invites button to this document. That individual, when they come to their screen, they're going to notice then they're going to have a link there that says Shared with You. They're going to click inside of that link. They're then going to be able to click inside of that document. They can then decide to use this document as a template, or they can click Edit to bring it into their canvas. And they'll then be able to make changes to the document. But once they've made changes, they'll have some options. They'll then be able to either publish this to a specific output or leave their changes. Once you refresh the page, what you'll notice is that you'll see the changes have been made. You'll notice then that there's a note from Canva indicating that another individual is editing the document. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now you can also create a design from scratch. To do that, what you'll do is you'll click this Create a Design link, and then you can click this link that says Custom Dimensions. You'll then write in the dimensions that you want your item to be. You can do this by pixels, or inches, millimeters, or centimeters. Once you have it the way you want, you'll then click Create New Design. What Canva will do is it'll match all the templates that will fit into the sizing that you have. You can then select one of the free templates by clicking on top of that template that will then become part of your canvas. You'll then be able to make changes to the canvas by using your elements, your text, background, or even uploading content from your hard drive. What you'll be able to do inside of this canvas is you'll also be able to add a page. And of course, you'll be able to do this also when you're creating using a template. When you add a new page, what you'll then be able to do is you'll then be able to add in a different template for that page. Inside of the screen, what you can do is you can copy this page, and then you'll have a third page, and it'll be the same one that you just copied. You can add notes to individual pages. Once you have that note in, you can then click Save. If you don't like the page, what you can do is you can click this trash can to delete the page. You'll then have two pages on this screen. You can view the pages as full screen, or you can bring it back down to fit to page. You can also view your pages by using the Page Manager. This will give you access to each page to work on one at a time. To exit out of that view, what you'll do is you'll click this button that'll bring you back to your title page and your working canvas. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, the most important aspect of Canva is going to be the template system, which you can use in order not to have to design. And you'll see the range of templates that you have available to you. And it's going to be in this section that says Create a Design. And you'll see the different types broken down into sections: social media, documents, personal, education, marketing, events, and advertisements. Each section has multiple forms. So for example, you'll see everything from an Instagram post in social media all the way over to a YouTube thumbnail. When you click inside of one of the templates, you'll notice there are going to be different forms of that particular design, and you'll see them in this section. You'll also notice that you're going to see the word free written on some of them. That means then that if you like one of the other templates that doesn't have the word free, you can pay for that template in order to use it. And as you'll see in upcoming videos, we'll be able to change different elements of the templates by using this left-hand menu. And once you've started the editing process, you'll notice then that you have a section here at the bottom called Your Designs. And this will hold the edits that you have been making to your templates in this area. What you can also do to find the design is you can use this search engine, and you'll just write in the kind of post that you're going to be creating. What you'll then be able to do is to click that link. This will give you access to a specific kind of template where, again, you have choices between free and paid templates. And once you click in here, you're then inside of the canvas that you'll be working with and that we'll be covering for the rest of this course. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, you can collaborate with team members on designs inside of Canva. And to do that, you're going to go to your left side menu and click this link that says Create a Team. What you're then going to be able to do is to write in email addresses of individuals that you want to collaborate with in your team. Once you write the individual in, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to determine which role you want the individual to be in. If you want the individual to be an administrator of the account, you can switch them to administrator when you sign them up. Once you have your team members in, you can then click this button that says Send Invitations. Those individuals will then show up as being invited to your team. That individual will then have an email in their inbox with your invitation. All they'll need to do is to click that invitation to accept it. What they'll then need to do is to create their own account. They'll then click the Get Started button, and then they'll place in their email and their password that they want to use with their account. They'll then sign up with their email. What they'll then have on their home page is they'll have an email address that they need to confirm. They'll then need to go to their inbox to confirm their email. And their account will then reflect that they are part of your team. Now that individual within your team will be able to create their own group to work on specific designs. If you come back to your invitation page and click the F5 button to refresh, what you'll notice is that you have a team page, and if you click all members, then what you'll see then is the individual that you have invited will then be part of your team. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, one element you're going to see on your left-hand side is called the brand kit. And you're going to click access to that link. And this is an important enough element that even though it's part of Canva for Work, that you will actually know what it is. What you're going to be able to do with your brand kit is to indicate to Canva what your brand colors are in this area. And what you can do here is you can indicate 2 colors. If you want to go up to a 3rd color, you would need to upgrade to Canva for Work. However, you can use 2 colors as part of your brand color palette. Now, one important aspect of the brand kit is that you can upload transparent versions of your logo, which again would give you access inside of Canva to use them along with your brand colors. You can also set your brand fonts. Basically, what you're going to have access to with the brand kit is to be able to use your entire visual branding in any graphic that you create. And so in this area, what you're going to be able to do is to upload your own fonts. Once again, this is going to be part of Canva for Work and could be something that you might consider important enough to upgrade for. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, once you've logged into your account, you will have settings that you can configure. And you're going to go to this top menu, and you're going to have first your public profile. And what you'll be able to do is to click Edit Info, and you'll be able to update with your image, your website, and then your location if you choose to. However, you can leave all of this as the default setting and then just click Save Changes. What you can also do is edit your account settings. And it's here where you can sign out of all of your other devices. For example, if you are also logged into your mobile device, you can log out of that device from this page. You can also manage any billing that you have if you have in the upgraded level. Now, Canva will give you the opportunity to purchase premium images and other features once you are doing design. And so if you want to have access to some of those paid features, you can add in a credit card. Now, this is not going to bring you to the paid level. However, what it will do is it will give you access to some things that are only available by payment. And if you're working with a team, you'll be able to determine what that team is here in this area, as well as the billing contact for the team. There's also a tab for print orders. And what you'll see inside of the actual canvas is that you'll have the opportunity to print certain designs that you are making. And you will be able to order those designs and have them sent to you. And you'll be tracking those orders here in this area in your account settings. Now finally, we're going to come back to the account tab. And if you feel as if you want to just deactivate your entire account, you can do that from this panel. All you need to do is to click this button that says to deactivate your account. And what you'll note is that this is not downgrading your account from the paid version. What you're doing is you are doing away with your account so that you will no longer be able to access your designs or even log into this account. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now you can access your Canva account through your mobile device. Right now, we are looking at an iPhone device. And you can do the same thing with your Android device. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our App Store. And then we're going to search for Canva. And then when you see the application, you're going to click Get. And then Canva will download to your mobile device. Once it's downloaded, you'll click Open. And you'll then log in using your email and password. Once you do that, you'll then log in. And you'll then have access to the Canva dashboard. On the right-hand side menu, you'll be able to click the 3 dots, and you'll be able to create a custom size design. To create a new design, you'll click the plus button on the left-hand side where you can choose the format. In order to see your existing designs, you'll click the right-hand side and you'll be able to see them in this panel. Once you're in this panel, you'll be able to access the gear. That'll give you access to the upgrade, managing your team, and then the help section. If you have a team, you'll then be able to access the stream by clicking the top link. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, Canva does have a free upgrade for 30 days, and this is for the Canva for Work level of being able to use the platform. Now, the upgraded level does give you access to everything that you have with the free version, with the addition of the photo library, the ability to resize your designs, custom uploads, and then other features which you can see here in this section. The most prominent features are that you can download your designs with transparent backgrounds, as well as exporting designs as animated GIFs. So it's a good idea to start with the free version, since you do have access to the templates, as well as being able to upload your own images and having access to storage. And then if you find that you need any of these other features, they are available to you and you'll be able to upgrade in the panel. Now, as of the recording of this video, you'll see a $12.95 price. If you pay yearly, obviously, you're going to pay less in a lump sum. And we're going to start the course assuming that you have the free version. So if you choose to upgrade, once you see some of the other features, you'll be able to. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Hello and welcome. You are now looking at canva.com. And Canva is designed for non-designers to create professional graphics on demand. It allows for custom graphs to be created with a template-based system. There's also a feature for photo editing as well as graphic editing. And since the graphics are made to be created on demand, you can both create the digital form as well as a print form in various sizes and dimensions. So the process in Canva involves working with the templates, customizing them for your specific situation, and then making them available via the output that you want. Now in this course, we're going to work with all of the basics of customizing the templates and then outputting them in different sizes and shapes. And whether you decide to work on your mobile or desktop, you'll be in position to know whether you want to work with the paid or upgrade version or whether you can use the free version. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another.
Hey, and welcome back. Today's technology can be used to maximize your business productivity as messaging apps such as Telegram help to deliver messages faster and to send to a mass audience simultaneously. There are several ways to make money with Telegram, and I'll be covering the most exciting part of this video training, which is how to use Telegram to generate revenue for your business. Business coaching via Telegram is an opportunity, as it gives you the opportunity to engage and connect with your clients. Setting up group chat saves time, as coaching groups of participants makes things effective, as you can reach up to 5,000 people. It also saves money when you can communicate wherever you are without the need to travel. In addition, files of different types can be shared and received up to a maximum size of 1.5 gigabytes each. And the cross-platform availability makes Telegram an extremely powerful and flexible communication tool. If you know what your profit per hour or per day is as a business owner, consider that when you're using Telegram. Time saved equals money well spent on other more important matters like strategy meetings or sales calls. Apart from creating groups, there's also a feature called Channel, which you have covered earlier that can be used for broadcasting your messages to mass audiences. You can either set the channel private or public, or invite people to join the channel by sending them an invitation link. How you want to use it is like this. Let's say you want to launch a new product or a service. So what you do is you email or communicate out the Telegram channel for people to join. In your communication, you can mention that the details will only be revealed on Telegram. And if they join the channel, they'll be able to receive insider-only promotions and exclusives. Create a campaign around it and make it viral and irresistible to take up the offer. That way, what happens is that you'd start building your customer database and creating engagement with your customers. This, when compared to traditional advertising on newspaper, radio, or TV, is way cheaper and much more flexible. It also makes the quality and targeting of your customers better as it pre-qualifies them. For example, let's say you're doing a launch on a new makeup set. The people joining your channel or group would of course be ladies that are interested in the product and not just some random person. This makes the participants of the group more targeted, and the quality of conversations and engagement that happen in the group would also be higher. Also, your cost per customer is lowered when you're using Telegram because it's highly targeted. You can also consider upselling high-ticket products to your first-time buyers after their initial investment by building a list. You heard that right. That's the whole idea of building a list, right? Internet is where people are actively seeking for solutions to their problems, and these buyers are more realistic and less demanding as they're looking on the value of the products. By having the contacts of these people, it's an advantage for you to reach them as long as you're promoting something that you know offers great value to the buyers. Via Telegram, you're able to have quick interactions with these people and persuade them to purchase the products offered, conducting surveys to discover the gap of the market and getting feedback on the products. All these can help to maintain good relationship with the clients besides improving on the sales as well. URL shortening is the unnoticed gem in digital marketing as it gives you many benefits such as making it more manageable, improving the customer experience, encouraging sharing, and increasing brand awareness and generating site traffic. Short URLs also develop tracking and help you measure your effectiveness. How you can earn money via URL shortening is you get paid by each link clicked by the visitors. An intermission ad will be displayed for 5 seconds, and you're paid for having that visitor see the advertisement. With Telegram, you're able to share shortened URLs with trending topics and get paid per click. And you'll earn more when you join groups which contain more members, and more earning when they share the links and become your referrals. Pay-per-download networks, or PPD networks, are platforms that allow you to earn money with your files by locking it with an advertisement or survey before people download it. Every time someone tries to access your file, they need to answer a survey or fill up the form before they can download. Telegram helps get more downloads by generating more traffic when you share links where you find the file is related and suits the interests of the people you shared the links with. So when you have a good record and experience in making money, you'll be able to join more PPD networks, as there are sites that are picky in accepting new members. Hey there, welcome back. How would you like if your messaging app became your personal secretary that helps with managing public service announcements, updating you with news, or even reminding you of your planned activities? Well, in this video, I'll introduce you to how Telegram can do for you so much more besides sending simple text messages. Bots are Telegram accounts operated by specific programs. They can respond to messages or mentions, can be added into groups, and can be combined into other programs. To name a few, you could use bots to get customized notifications and any relevant or new content as soon as it's published. Or a bot can provide you with alerts, weather, forecasts, translations, formatting, or other services depending on how you want to customize it to suit your preference. This helps you tremendously when you're building your business because you want to focus on what's important, which is, as a business owner, building the business. You can leave administrative and repetitive work to a Telegram bot, and it will work for you without any complaints. Besides that, a bot can even be developed into simple arcades and puzzles, and even to 3D shooter and real-time strategy games. Bots could even work to establish social networks by connecting individuals to conversations, channels, and chat groups based on common interests, or by location proximity. The best thing is that Telegram bots don't require any phone number to set up. You can interact with bots by sending messages and commands to bots by opening a chat with the bot or by adding them to groups. You can send inquiries straight from the input field by keying the bot's @username and a query. This allows sending details from inline bots directly into any chat, group, or channel. Any messages, commands, and inquiries submitted by the users are directed towards the software running on your servers. Creating your very own bot is easy, and you'll need basic skills in computer programming. That being said, if you don't have the coding skills, With ChatFuel, you can create a bot fully animated without servers, coding knowledge, or any technical skills. To do that, you simply need to open a chat with the bot father, which is accessible at telegram.me/botfather, and go through the easy-to-follow steps to create your bot. First step, press Start at the bottom of the chat page to start your bot creation. The bot father will proceed to provide you with a list of commands. Type /new bot to create a new bot, or click on blue highlighted words. Next, give your bot a name followed by a username for your bot. Note that username can't be the same as existing bots, so pick your usernames carefully. Once you've named your bot, you'll receive a HTTP API token from the bot father. This token is highly important for the next step, which requires support from another bot called ChatFuel. Head over to ChatFuel by clicking the link telegram.me/ChatFuel. And once you've opened a chat box with ChatFuel, click Start. Type in /add bot, followed by the HTTP API token you just received. From here on, you have the option to customize your bot to suit your needs. There have been various bots that have been created by various programmers around Telegram since its initial release, and there are utilities and tools that Telegram bots are capable of doing already. Here's a list of Telegram bots recommended you install on your Telegram to aid you with your business. 1. Telegram languages. What it does is it translates any official Telegram app that supports language files. Number 2 is Pollbot, allows you to generate a poll, which creates engagement and group interactivity. Number 3 is WeatherBot, get weather forecasts of a selected city. Number 4, FileBot, allows you to upload and share files via Telegram by sending a code that is used in the bot itself to request for the file. 5, DirectionsBot, gives directions to go from one place to another. Then Breaking News, gives latest news feed at set times during the day. And last but not least, AlertBot, sets a timer for the bot to remind you of an important detail or plans. Telegram bots help you to automate a lot of the day-to-day tasks, and even though these tasks may seem mundane, they're still important. Imagine getting stuck in traffic or bad weather on your way to meet a client or investor when you could avoid it, or being swamped with too much stuff until you forgot about the next meeting. It sometimes happens, doesn't it? But these bots make your life as a business owner better and easier. And even if you hire employees, they can be assigned more important tasks to do. And that's the end of setting up your Telegram bots. The possibilities, of course, as you realize, are endless. Because as a business owner, you want to keep operational costs as low as possible without affecting the performance of the business. I'll see you in the next video. Hi, and welcome back. Telegram is one of the top free messaging apps preferred as a daily chat app. Any form of misdirection or incorrect usage could have severe consequences, not just for yourself, but to your business and to your customers as well. And this becomes a top concern for business owners. This is why policy, security, privacy, and other features are provided so that all of us can get the best experience of the messaging service. The following are 10 types of misconduct that you should avoid at all costs on Telegram. Number 1, heavy discussions that need tough decisions. Apart from connecting people, messaging apps are used to get quick and urgent replies as the messages are sent and received in real time. So when it comes to work-related topics that require quick decisions, the recipients are expected to reply the messages ASAP. However, when it comes to deeper and longer discussions, which can't be decided over a short period of time, it should be discussed via email or a face-to-face meeting. All of the important documents should be attached in an email thread so that everyone can keep track of the progress. To use a messaging app as a corporate email would just make things very inefficient. Number 2, having a long conversation. There are people who just love to chat casually without any real direction. This makes the other members of the group distracted by the frequent notifications coming in and severely reduces productivity. It'll steal lots of your time and other people's time just to check on unimportant messages. You know that in this digital age, those who are frequently on their smartphones have been conditioned to check their phones every once in a while. To address this, you can put notifications on mute or ignore the messages, but there is always that itchy feeling to check or even the fear of missing out on the conversation. Number 3, reading without replying. Messaging apps are used to get immediate replies, so leaving people hanging, especially when you have read the message, is considered rude. So the best way is, if you have your hands full or you're busy at that moment, just reply that you'll get back to them when you can. Remember, better late than never. Do your best to reply to the message accordingly and be professional and efficient in serving your customers. Number 4, moving on to the next topic without finishing the current one. When someone comes up with a topic, let's say topic A, it's advised to not interrupt and start on a new topic. The previous topic needs to have a conclusion, to be closed, or have a specific action points before moving to the next one. This is because topic A might be an important matter that needs immediate attention or a quick decision, but can't get the required attention if the discussion goes off course. Number 5, having an A to B conversation in the group. As chat groups are shared amongst all members of the group, everyone would appreciate if the topics or conversations spoken about are relevant to the entire group. In this situation, what it means is a conversation that happens between 2 or 3 people. If they're talking about something else that's related only to them, it's advised for them to take it to another chat group with only them in it, or meet up in person. People will tend to be annoyed if individuals start spamming the group with unrelated messages, and this would encourage people and your customers to exit the group. But surely they won't do that if the group is important. So, for example, they receive important promotions or offers. Number 6, revealing P&C information of yours or others. Even though you're in a group where you know all participants, it's advisable not to reveal any private and confidential information online. There's always a risk that your account could be hacked by a third party, or there might be someone who will take this opportunity to sell the information to third parties. Doesn't matter how many times you've updated the app to the latest version with the upgraded security and privacy features, or how well you know the person, it's always important to practice good security. Just be careful. Number 7, unaware of the words spoken. Choice of words is important, and in the case of a messaging app, there is no tone of voice communicated, no sarcasm filter. Unless you send a voice message where the recipient listens to it, messaging apps have no tone of voice. It's worth repeating. This can sometimes create misunderstandings when the words read are misinterpreted as something else and taken out of context. Even simple words like hello with a question mark can be taken as the person being angry or displeased. So take note on the tone that you're using so that people won't read your messages wrongly, and the purpose you're texting should be understood by everyone as you want to deliver the right message to the right recipients. Number 8, sending or asking for superfluous information. As business owners, we face situations where we will have difficult customers, and ever hear the saying, the customer's always right? Well, I don't really subscribe to it because it puts us business owners in a situation where we can be severely taken advantage of by customers, especially in the case of a messaging app where there's almost zero face-to-face conversation. It's easy for people to start asking about sensitive and personal issues. This crosses the line and is off topic. Take, for example, if customer service becomes too friendly with customers to the point where they start talking about things that are outside of work. While it's good to connect with our customers, there should always be a professional boundary drawn between business and customer. Number 9, ignoring the privacy policy. As Telegram is an open source platform, anyone can study the API, protocol, and source code. From sharing data, storing data, to deleting data, these matters should not be taken for granted, as you should know whether your data stored in history are safe from third parties. Be advised, Telegram never shares your data with anyone. Every data is stored with encryption on the server, and whenever you delete messages, they'll be deleted from history and permanently deleted when your partner agrees to delete the message as well. Telegram always asks your permission before syncing your contacts. There are several precautionary steps that can be taken in avoiding unnecessary information leakage, and these steps are covered earlier in secret chats and the self-destructing messages, a two-step verification, etc. But always be careful. Number 10. Presence of illegal content and infringement of copyright. All chats and group chats are private among their participants. Telegram doesn't process any requests related to them. If you find sticker sets, though, or bots that you think are illegal, please do ping Telegram at abuse@telegram.org. On the other hand, if you see a bot, channel, or sticker set that infringes your copyright, kindly submit complaints to dmca@telegram.org. Please note that only the copyright owner or any agent authorized to take action on the owner's behalf can submit DMCA takedown requests. Telegram will execute necessary legal checks and will take down the content if it is viewed as inappropriate. So what does all this mean? We covered the 10 misconducts as a guide for you as a business owner because communication is important. You may be using Telegram to connect and engage with your customers, or you may even use Telegram to run your business by communicating with your staff. Both ways still deal with communication. To manage this, it's always good to set ground rules and the context of the group chat or channel at the very beginning. This is to ensure that people act and communicate accordingly, and disregarding the rules would result in them being kicked out or banned from the group, and they'll know this clearly from the beginning. This concludes this video on Telegram's rule of thumb. I'll see you in the final video. In the previous chapter, I introduced you to what Telegram has to offer versus the popular WhatsApp. But to fully utilize and manage your business account, I recommend use the desktop version. It's a little easier for the initial setup compared to the mobile app version. That said, first, you'll need to download the Telegram app to your mobile phone to sync your contacts before proceeding with the desktop version. To do this, head over to the Play Store for Android or the App Store for iOS to download Telegram. Next, confirm your country code and then key in your phone number to complete the sign-up process. Telegram will then send you a 5-digit verification code so you can complete the verification process. You'll then be prompted by Telegram to receive notifications. I recommend that you allow this. That'll ensure that you receive notifications or alerts from other users. Then, it's important to sync your contacts to your Telegram mobile app, which, of course, will see sync to your desktop app as well. Select Allow, and you're ready to interact with your contacts through Telegram. Head to this link at desktop.telegram.org to access the download page for your desktop. Click on Get Telegram for Windows or your preferred desktop operating system to download the installation file for Telegram Desktop. Once the download is completed, proceed to install the software on your computer. Select the choice of your language and proceed to the next step. Select your desired location to install Telegram. If you'd like to create a Start menu folder, click Browse to determine where the folder will be located. If you don't intend to create a Start menu folder, just click Next. In this step, you have the choice of having additional shortcuts placed on your desktop. I recommend you create a desktop shortcut for your convenience. Double-check your installation setting and make sure everything is in the right order. Then, click Install. Now that you've successfully installed Telegram, next we'll learn how to utilize Telegram to grow your business. Click Launch to proceed to Telegram. To utilize Telegram, you're required to register your mobile number. Each country has a different country code, so make sure you've selected your country, keyed in your phone number, and then click OK. Telegram will send a 5-digit verification code to your designated phone number. Once you've received your verification code via SMS or phone call, proceed to key in the verification code. Telegram's unique feature allows users to access the Telegram account across all mobile and computer platforms. Privacy and security measures are the topmost priority for Telegram to ensure your account privacy and contacts are secure. This is where the 2-step verification work comes into play. What it does is that it allows you to set up a password that you and only you would know how to access, so you can access Telegram whenever you log into your account from a new device. To set this up, click on Settings at the top left bar and scroll down to Privacy and Security Settings. Next, on Figure 16, key in your new password for the 2-step verification work and the password hint to correspond with it. Set up your recovery email as well to activate your 2-step verification work. To start building your connections on Telegram, the best way to do it is just invite your friends to Telegram. For iOS users, you can send a basic invitation through SMS messages or send them a download link via other messaging services such as email, Facebook, or WhatsApp. Or for Android, you can open the app menu and go to Invite Friends, followed by choosing an application you'd like to send your invitations through. One of the key features in Telegram, where no other messaging apps have, is secret chat. It allows you and the recipient to interact without any privacy and security concerns. This is because Secret Chat uses end-to-end encryption, where no one else besides you and the recipient can decipher the messages, not even the people at Telegram. Moreover, messages cannot be forwarded from secret chats. Compare that to other messaging apps. They allow users to copy and paste any message. Secret Chat also allows you to delete messages on your side of the conversation, and this applies on the recipient's conversation side as well. Last but not least, all messages, photos, videos, and files sent in Secret Chat can be self-terminated in a predetermined amount of time after they've been read or opened by the recipient. Currently, Secret Chat is only available on iOS, Android, and Windows Phone. To start a new message on iOS, tap the icon on the top right corner in Messages. For Android, swipe right to open the menu, then New Secret Chat. For Windows Phone, tap the plus icon in the Chats list, then New Secret Chat. To set the timer to delete messages, simply tap the clock icon and the input field on iOS. Top bar on Android, Chat Info Pages on Windows Phone. From there, you can set the timer to your desired time limit. Then the timer starts to run when the message is shown on the recipient's screen. Once the timer runs out, the message is removed from both sides of the devices. The Telegram group chat feature allows you to chat and interact with up to 200 group members at once by default, and can be enhanced into a supergroup, which increases up to 5,000 group members. To create a group on iOS, scroll to a new message and tap the icon on the top right corner in Chats. For Android, tap the circular pencil icon in the chat list, and for Windows Phone, tap the plus button on the bottom bar. Generally, running small group chats can be easily managed by a single person, and everyone in the group can invite new members in. Anyone can change the group's name and photo as well. Once the group becomes a large community, it takes more people to manage such a large group. This is where the administration mode comes into play. By having an administrator, which can consist of one to several core members, it allows easier control and management of a supergroup. Features such as adding new people, changing the name and photo of a group, as well as removing members out of the group will be restricted to administrators only. To assign administrators for iOS, go to Group Info and tap the photo in the top right corner on the group's chat screen. Scroll towards the Settings section under Notifications, click on Manage Administrators. Disable All Members are Administrators and assign a specific administrator from the members list. For Android, go to Group Info and tap the name in the header. Next, in the top right corner, set administrators and disable all members or admins, and appoint administrators from the list. Lastly, for Windows Phone, go to Group Info and tap the name in the header. In the bottom right corner, set administrators and disable all members or admins, and appoint people from the list. Channels work as broadcasting tools to broadcast public messages to large audiences. There's no limit to how many audiences you can reach. That means your message can be broadcast to the entire world's population, hypothetically. When you post a message in a channel, the message is signed with the channel's name, not yours. Similar to supergroups, you can assign administrators to support you in managing the channel. Moreover, any new members that join the channel can see the entire message history. To create a channel for iOS, start a new message and tap the icon in the top right corner in Chats. For Android, tap the circular pencil icon in the Chats list, and for Windows Phone, tap the plus button on the bottom bar. If you'd like to set up a private channel, you can adjust it to your preference. Public channels can be searched by any Telegram user through the channel's username and join independently, whereas in private channels, they can only be added by the channel's creator or upon receiving an invitation link. And that's it for setting up your Telegram business account. I'll see you in the next video. Hi and welcome back. Messaging apps are convenient, low cost, and effective as marketing and communication tools in advertising, communicating, and offering promotions and services to your audience. One of the prime examples is keeping good relationships with the customers and adding value to them. In this chapter, we'll cover key methods to fully utilize the entirety of Telegram's features to optimize and grow your business. You can upgrade normal groups to a supergroup. Supergroups can hold up to 5,000 members and be assigned up to 50 admins. There are several functions available in a supergroup, such as new members are able to see previous messages, deleted messages will disappear from every member's device, admins can pin and edit messages, and much more. Admins can also remove, block, and report members who don't follow the ground rules of the group. They can also block and report those who spam the group with irrelevant content. Mentions, hashtags, replies, and search are features that are useful for easier navigation in handling large groups of people. You can even mention any members of the group by typing @ and then their alias, and select the recipient's name even if you don't have their username. You can also save time when searching for old messages by typing the keywords in search, and the keywords will be highlighted in the messages. Hashtags can be used to get instant search results just by typing in the # or hashtag before the word, and it becomes clickable. As an easy reference, you may select to reply to any message so that everyone knows which message you're referring to. You can also quickly go through the original message just by tapping on the quote. Channels are just one of the features that would be very beneficial to your business. By setting it up, you're able to disseminate relevant information quicker and easier. This makes channels a great marketing tool because it can be used to introduce special offers, new product launches, or even send newsletters. You also have the choice to make your channel private, and this makes loyal customers feel more privileged by getting firsthand and early information on special pricing and bonuses. Using Telegram bots can reduce expenses on hiring staff and reduce human error. You'll also be able to optimize the salaries paid out to your employees by having them do more important tasks for the business, like selling or paying more attention to customers. You have a wide variety of bots to choose from in the attachment menu, either to send images or documents, accept payments, get your location, and much more. Several bots such as @pollbot and @alertbot can be used in your business account to conduct polls and to set reminders for important events. You may even create your own customized bot. Remember that for any business owner, your time is precious, and how you spend it would determine the success or failure of the business in most cases. Believe it or not, some business owners fall into the trap of working in their business instead of on their business. This makes them focus on the operational side instead of the big picture and direction of the business. So in this case, Telegram actually helps you to focus on the important tasks and leave the rest to bots. That's it for optimizing your business with Telegram. I'll see you in the next video. Hello. Are you ready to build your business marketing with Telegram marketing secrets? Because in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step from understanding what Telegram is all about until you're fully utilizing Telegram to build your business. Telegram is a messaging app which emphasizes speed and security while having simple features similar to WhatsApp, and it's free. Unlike WhatsApp, however, you can access Telegram on multiple devices at the same time. Your messages also sync seamlessly across any phone number, as well as on tablets or computers. Telegram's core features allow you to send messages, photos, videos, and really files of any type, documents, zip files, MP3s, whatever. It also allows you to form groups of up to 5,000 people or form channels for broadcasting to limitless audiences. Also, you can search your phone contacts by searching for their username. This saves you time, scrolling through contacts' names or numbers. If you're keen on building interactions with your contacts, be it your customers, members, or communities, Telegram groups allow you to have up to 5,000 members. Features such as file sharing, replies, mentions, and hashtags can help maintain order and keep communication in large communities efficient and organized. This feature is available on mobile and desktop versions, and you can interact with your groups and contacts wherever you are. Telegram functions expand on animated GIF search, a state-of-the-art photo editing tool, and an open sticker platform to enhance your experience with Telegram. Further, there's no need to be concerned about storage space on your device at all because Telegram has its own cloud support and cache management options. That means that Telegram will barely take up any space on your phone memory. Last but not least, Telegram's best feature, it allows you to have secret chats. It has self-destructing messages, photos, and videos, and any secret chat history that you've created can't be accessed by anyone else, including Telegram. You can even lock your app with an additional passcode using Telegram's two-step verification, which I'll touch on more in Chapter 2. Telegram is a cloud-based messenger with seamless sync, unlike WhatsApp, and due to the fact that it's a cloud-based application, Telegram delivers messages more quickly than WhatsApp. Another point to take note of about WhatsApp is that although it can be accessible from its web-enabled interface, WhatsApp will only work on Google Chrome, and the phone needs to be both turned on and connected through mobile data or Wi-Fi. Telegram has its own cross-platform client and can be accessed from your desktop or your tablet no matter which operating system you use: Linux, Windows, iOS, Android, and your mobile device doesn't need to be turned on or have any data connection. When it comes to file sharing, WhatsApp only features audio and video file transfers, and you can't share documents or other files, whereas Telegram offers up to 1 gigabyte of uninterrupted data transfer between users. Any type of document, PDFs, or other common office or desktop style formats can be shared among other Telegram users. In terms of private or encrypted conversation capabilities, WhatsApp doesn't support this, but Telegram does. Telegram supports advanced end-to-end encryption, also known as secret chat messages. When a user invites another party to a secret chat, the messages are removed after a pre-selected period of time. The read messages are not kept on cloud servers or the local cache. Last but not least, WhatsApp lacks on-device support. Instead, they outsource support to your mobile carrier. But Telegram has an on-device support chat where developers can answer any of your questions.
5 types of promotional materials you should create for your affiliates. Most people watching this presentation will know a little bit about internet marketing, and so no doubt you know how a sales funnel works. The concept is simple. You give away a little free information. Then you ask your audience to sign up for a bit more information. Then you maybe get them to pay for a little more, and that's when you promote the big ticket item. Sales funnels work wonders because they give you the opportunity to prove yourself to your market before you try and sell to them. They will have the opportunity to see what kind of value you're capable of providing, and they'll have experience of buying from you before they have to part with any large quantities of money. But when you create a product launch and you sell something through affiliates, you need to stop thinking about just yourself. You need to think about how you can help your army of sellers to have even more luck promoting your item. That will benefit them, and what benefits them benefits you. That's why it can be a great strategy to create the materials for your sales funnel and for marketing in general, and then give them to your marketers to use for free. This will not only help them sell, it will also attract more marketers to help your product to begin with. Here are 5 things you should consider creating for your marketers. 1. Emails. Creating a mailing list is one of the best ways to measure interest and then open a dialogue with warm leads. You can provide your marketers with a sequence of emails that will provide value and then encourage a sale. 2. Sales page. Your sales page is arguably one of the very most important tools you have when it comes to driving more sales. Most important of all is the sales copy that will persuade the reader to buy. 3. Cover art and banner. Providing some designs and artistic materials can also be very helpful. These can be used to help the audience visualize your product and imagine it, and they also make your product seem more professional. Cover art is something that a lot of people won't be able to make on their own, so it's a particularly valuable thing to include. 4. Free report. A free report is normally what acts as the incentive for people who sign up for the mailing list. This will help your marketers to build a bigger mailing list, and from there, they can then message their readers in order to tell them about your amazing product. 5. Synopsis. This is something that often gets forgotten, but it's a good idea to include a synopsis for your book or a write-up for your course. This is the elevator pitch. How can you tell someone what your product is all about and then get them to buy from you there and then? 5 reasons why you should launch a product. Of course, any product that you release is technically going to have a product launch. But when we talk about a product launch in a marketing sense, we're talking about something rather different. We're talking countdown pages, affiliate contests, and mailing lists. And this is the best way to get people excited for a product, and thereby to maximize the number of sales you get once you go live. In this presentation, we'll look at 5 compelling reasons to launch your product. Number 1. The first reason you should launch your product is so that you can build excitement and anticipation. This is the most obvious benefit of a launch, and it really does make a huge difference. Let your fans know that you're bringing something exciting out in the near future, and they'll start to wonder what it could be. Show them glimpses, and they'll need to know. And then when you release it, they'll want to buy it all the more. Number 2. One of the best ways to promote a product online is to get press coverage, which you can get by using press releases. In order for a press release to be successful, though, it needs to pitch a story that will interest readers. A launch is just such a story, because it includes mystery and suspense, and because you can provide certain outlets with exclusive information before anyone else. Number 3. The other best way to promote a product online? Find affiliates. That way you'll have an army of promoters all working with you to help you launch your item, and thereby multiplying your sales countless times over. One of the best ways to get an affiliate on board? Launch your product. Affiliates love launches, and that way you can build hype among the marketing crowd too. This is their chance to earn big. Number 4. Launching a product gives you the opportunity to get ideas and even funding from your audience. When you talk about a forthcoming item, that item becomes exciting, and your audience wants to be involved. Thus, they will be more than happy to help you by providing ideas, and potentially even by making pre-orders to help you fund the product. If you ask your audience what they'd like to see from your product, then they can give you tips to almost guarantee it becomes a bestseller. Number 5. Creating a product launch is a great way to give yourself instant authority. When you release a product quietly, this undermines its importance. People assume that it can't be all that exciting, or they would have heard of it. Conversely, when you launch a product and have a big build-up to that day, you create the sense that whatever it is you are about to release is worthy of all that pomp. It doesn't just help the product sell, it actually gives your brand a massive boost, meaning that you'll find it easier to sell future products as well. How to use social media to spread the word about your launch. A product launch is an excellent way to build massive buzz and excitement around a product, and to encourage many, many more sales as a result. And if you combine that product launch with savvy use of social media, then the results can be really rather amazing. In this presentation, we'll look at exactly how you can do that, and how you can leverage the power of Facebook and Twitter to great effect. Prep and Pickup. One tip is to use the strategy called Prep and Pickup. That is to say that you should prepare all of your marketing materials in advance of going live with your product. You can do this on social media by writing all your posts and status updates and then adding them to Buffer. This will let you schedule your posts to coincide with the stages of your launch, even letting you update your audience with a live countdown. Stream. Don't forget the streaming sites like Periscope or Meerkat, and especially now that Facebook is in on the act too. You can use live video to answer questions and to run small events that will get your audience a buzz. Work with influencers. Studies show that working with social media influencers is actually more lucrative from a marketing standpoint, even than getting an advert on television. That's amazing news for us, as it means we can be just as successful with our internet marketing as big companies are with their own product launches. Find influencers with your niche, approach them, and then get them to help you promote your item. Use images. Instagram is one of the most powerful platforms for building hype about a launch. Why? Because it lets you show actual imagery of your item, or of you working on it. Making your product seem tangible, even if it is a digital product, will make it all the more desirable. Communicate. Don't forget what Facebook and Twitter were originally built for: communication. Let your audience ask questions, and ask them questions. What would they like to see in the product? Would they buy X? Should they name it? The more involved they are, the more they'll want the end product. Run contests. Finally, don't forget to run contests. How about a free copy for anyone who can refer 30 likes or emails? You don't need me to tell you why this is a great strategy. How to get affiliates to promote your launch. In this presentation, we'll be looking at one of the most important aspects of promoting a product launch: finding affiliates. Affiliates are marketers that will promote your product on your behalf in exchange for commission. Get this right, and you can build an army of affiliates, all helping you to push your product and multiply your sales many times over. But how do you get affiliates involved? Step 1. Sign up for an account at JVZoo, ClickBank, or Infusionsoft. These are affiliate marketing platforms that allow you to find affiliates and to set up affiliate URLs. You'll be able to use these sites not only to network with partners, but also to set up the actual process and see how other product creators have handled the process. Step 2. Provide free materials. This might mean that you give away ready-made sales pages, or it might mean that you provide email swipes, or both. Either way, if you create some ready-made materials for your affiliates, then you save them work and thereby make your product all the more appealing to promote. Of course, this also means you'll gain more control over the way that your affiliates are representing your brand, and hopefully helping them to make even more sales. That's what we call a win-win. Step 3. Offer a high commission. Yes, I know it's nerve-wracking to offer more than 50% of your revenue to someone who didn't have any hand in the product creation. But think, these are all sales on top of the sales you make. This is money for nothing, and you want to encourage it at any cost. It's better to earn 30% from 1,000 sales than 100% from 3 sales. Step 4. Have an affiliate page. It's a good idea to create an affiliate page right on your website. This way, affiliates can stay up to date with developments and see when you're going live, etc. At the same time, this will also inform visitors that they too can become affiliates if they should so want. This will help you attract even more sellers to help you spread the word. Step 5. Run a contest. The most important tip of all when it comes to getting more people involved in your product launch is to run a contest. This means you'll be keeping track of which affiliates are selling the most, and maybe even making a leaderboard. Either way, you'll then reward the very top sellers with a prize, normally a cash prize, and this will act as a powerful incentive. They'll have a chance to earn directly from the sales and to earn more on top. Step 6. Choose your price wisely. Just as you need to offer a high commission, you also need to think of the retail price of your product too. If your product is overpriced, then affiliates will know that no one is going to buy it. If it's underpriced, then it won't be worth their time. Step 7. Make an amazing product. At the end of the day, though, the most important strategy is just to make an amazing product. Make something that people can get really excited about selling and that will be easy to promote. When looking at your item, affiliates are going to imagine how they would promote it and sell it. If it is low quality, then they are not going to see the opportunities, and they'll look for another product to promote instead. Hope you wrote some of those tips down. Finding affiliates is one of the best things you can do to maximize your sales. Happy marketing! Top 5 tools for your sales page. This presentation is going to outline 5 important tools you can use to build your sales page and bring in sales. WordPress. WordPress is the web's most popular content management tool and website builder. This makes it far easier to build a website, and it is used by many of the biggest brands on the net. It's free, too, and works with many of the plugins we're going to describe, so there's no reason not to use it. You'd just be making life harder for yourself. OptimizePress. OptimizePress lets you add a theme to your WordPress site that is designed for selling. It turns a regular blog into a sales page that looks professional, gains trust, and converts highly. Deadline Funnel. Deadline Funnel is another tool specifically intended for creating a sales page. This lets you add a number of useful features, and in particular, a countdown timer that will create a lot more urgency. You can sync this timer across emails and other materials too. Aweber. Aweber is an autoresponder, meaning that you can use it to collect emails using an opt-in form and then send them out in an automated fashion. This will be required for any email marketing campaign, which should go hand in hand with any sales page. Other options include GetResponse and MailChimp, either of which will also offer all the basic features you need. PayPal. It won't be much of a sales page if you're not able to take payment, And so a PayPal account and a button that you can use to sell from is an absolute must. If you're going to be getting a massive influx of orders, it can also be a good idea to let PayPal know, just to ensure that your account isn't frozen for suspicious activity, etc. We can live in hope. Why your product launch needs a pre-launch and a post-launch. If you're launching a product, then you absolutely need a pre-launch and a post-launch phase to bookend it. This simple strategy can help you create a buzz, grow anticipation, and ensure that you maximize the momentum that you build. But you'll be even more successful if you also incorporate a pre- and post phase. In this presentation, we'll look at why you need a pre- and post-launch phase, and at precisely how it's going to transform the way you sell your products. Think about big companies like Apple. They don't just release their phones into stores without any pomp or ceremony. They turn them into huge events and invite the media and their fans to speculate as they drip-feed them with details. This builds the anticipation for the product to fever pitch so that when it does launch, everyone goes mad for it. You know the very best way to get people wanting your product? Tell them they can't have it. Yet. But the practical benefits of a pre-launch go beyond simply building hype. For instance, a pre-launch phase can be an excellent way to get more affiliate marketers on board. Affiliates love product launches because they know they can use the opportunity to build more buyers too. At the same time, this gives you time to get out and recruit those sellers, and it turns it into an event for them as well. A product launch can be used to crowdsource ideas and ask your audience what they'd like to see in their products. In fact, you can even use a pre-launch phase as an opportunity to raise funds via pre-orders. That way, you can break even before you even go live. So how about a post-launch? What's all that about? A post-launch is, of course, what comes after your launch, and it gives you the perfect opportunity to take stock of what happened, to assess your metrics, and to look at what you could do to improve on future launches. In short, this allows you to learn from your mistakes so that you can be more successful next time. It's also a great opportunity to build even more interest for your current product line or future product line. People who missed out on your launch are going to be disappointed, and that's an emotion you can turn into sales. Let them know that another chance is coming soon. How to guarantee your product launch will be a massive success. This presentation is one of the most important for any product launch. Make sure you're concentrating for this one. It can be nerve-wracking launching a product, as you are putting a lot of time, effort, and money into something that can potentially fall flat. When you sell a product without a high-profile launch, no one will notice if it isn't a hit. That, and you'll be able to keep changing your strategy to help sell it. When you launch a product, though, you're going out on a limb, and potentially you could find yourself very disappointed on launch day. That's all part of business, right? Wrong. Smart business means taking measured risks and stacking the odds in your favor. And when it comes to selling products, we do this using a strategy called verification. You need to verify your product idea before you go live, meaning that you're going to ensure you have proof that people will buy it before you start pushing it. How can you do that? Simple. Ask your audience. This might mean taking pre-orders, but it can just as easily mean making a poll. If it's an ebook, then how about letting your regular visitors vote on the topics that they want to see? By doing this, you are getting feedback, and you can then set out and make the product that they told you to make. That makes a foolproof method for earning an income. But it's even better if you can get your audience to put their money where their mouths are. If you take pre-orders for items, then you can go ahead, knowing that you will at least break even, and thereby removing any and all risk from the equation. 10 product launch tips that will help you boost sales. A product launch is a highly effective way to go live with any product idea. This will let you turn your product into an event, and that will help you draw much more attention to it and build the kind of buzz and momentum that would otherwise be impossible. But not every launch is made equal. It's all about how you launch. With that in mind, we're going to look at 10 product launch tips that you can use to ensure your launch is even bigger. Grab a pen. 1. Launch a product that is exciting and different. A product that is exciting and different will be much easier to build interest and intrigue around. Why should people care about this product? 2. Launch a product with a high value proposition. In other words, how does your product change lives? 3. Make sure your product is genuinely great quality. A few bad reviews can stop your product launch dead in its tracks. 4. Give yourself time to test your funnel. Make sure that the checkout works and all your links work, etc., before you take your product live. 5. Run a contest for your affiliates. Your product launch is an exciting event for your affiliates too, or at least it should be. Get them involved and encourage some competition by offering a cash prize for the most sales. 6. Remember AIDA. AIDA stands for Awareness, Interest, Desire, Action. Take your audience through these steps to make conversations. 7. Tease your audience. Long before you announce your product, you can tease your audience by letting them know that something exciting is coming. 8. Create a countdown page. This is a great way to build palpable excitement, and especially if you make this your email squeeze page. 9. Add lots of extras to your product. Make your product more enticing by including as many extras as you can, whether that means video materials, mind maps, or membership to a forum. 10. Watch other successful launches. There have been tons of high-profile internet marketing launches. Take a look at some of these historical examples and see what they did right that you can emulate. Let that be your blueprint. Follow these tips, and you should stand a much better chance of making a real splash when you announce your product. The rest is about hard work. How to warm up and excite your audience about your product launch. To be good at selling is essentially to be good at persuasion. You have your product, and now your job is to persuade people that it is worth buying. Using a product launch is one way to do this, but in this presentation we'll look at why what comes before is just as important. In psychology, there is a relatively new term called persuasion. As the name perhaps suggests, this is the art of persuading someone with what you do before you actually go in for the hard sell. It's about priming their mood and making sure that they're in the right state of mind before you pitch. And this might actually be more important than the pitch itself. If we were to apply this to the process of launching a product, then this would first tell us how important it is to build a strong brand and to build trust and authority prior to going live. This is the backbone of content marketing. You need to make sure that you are making a strong impression on your audience, so that when you have something to sell, they'll be interested in buying from you. Once you have earned that trust and you're seen as an authority, another good strategy is to start building some interest early on. The best way to do that? Become a tease. This means you're going to mention that you have something big coming up and something that they should get excited for. Long before you even announce that you're releasing something, talk about your exciting passion project or the book you're working on that will change everything. Make it exciting and shrouded in mystery. Then, when it comes to the announcement, your audience will already be sold. 3 platforms you can use to sell your product. If you're going to be launching a product, then finding affiliates to help you is one of the best things you can do to ensure massive success. This means you are offering commission to marketers as a way to get an army of sellers help you push your product. But where do you find these sellers? In this presentation, we'll be looking at 3 of the best platforms for your product launch. ClickBank. ClickBank is one of the oldest and best-known affiliate networks and is a great place to find potential sellers to help you spread the word. Because it is so old, it is well respected and has a large number of sellers and creators. This is great news for you and means you can quickly find the right partner to help you promote your items. JVZoo. JVZoo is slightly smaller than ClickBank, but also slightly newer. It has a more modern UI and is generally a little easier to get started with and to find your way around. This is actually the recommendation I make for most of the creators I deal with, and the same goes for you, unless you are confident to get stuck in with some more fiddly details. Both JVZoo and ClickBank will make it very easy for you to find all the materials, tools, and features you need to get your affiliate program up and running. and also to track its performance over time. This is handy as it will allow you to do things like running contests and posting leaderboards. Infusionsoft. If you are happy to get your hands a bit dirty, though, then you might do better with Infusionsoft. Infusionsoft is not only an affiliate network, but also a CRM, contract relationship management program, an autoresponder, and more. In other words, you can use this as a way to create synergy between multiple aspects of your business so that you embed affiliate links into emails and manage your contacts, etc. That, of course, also makes things a little more complex, though, which is why Infusionsoft is generally recommended for the more advanced marketer. What's more is that if you're already using your own CRM or autoresponder, then some of the advanced features here may well be considered a little redundant. Of course, there are many more options out there too, such as Commission Junction and WSO Pro. Take a look around and do your research before settling on the right option for you.